Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Indianapolis Colts. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56 from Mark, 56. Check 56.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He may try and run for this. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And Washington going to send out their punter. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
First down, it's Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. That ball complete to Isabella. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 16 yards.
They'll try the air now with Watson. This one caught by Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 10-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. Caught on the slant. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jamison Crowder. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
From the 6.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down, here's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Third down.
Here's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now it's Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming. 56 is mine. 56 is the mic. Take me out. Here we go. Here we go, 47. 57. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Hey, let's get this. Here we go, 46. 56. 56.
Prescott from the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Another
23 yards, the final tally.
first and goal at the 4-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 57. Watch QB. Here go 46. QB go. Check 3. Here go 47.
Dak's going to keep it. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Washington 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Down and the 11.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Thomas, incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And 7.
Prescott off play action. And that's into the hands of Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Good for a Colts.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good.
A big play there for Indy. 44 yards on the ground. They get this out left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will make it into the end zone.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second and 10, Watson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 35, Washington 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dak Prescott.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott flushed out right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here is Eckler.
Number 30.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Out. Watson lost it. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Back now in Indianapolis.
42.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the gun on 3rd, Watson escaping the pressure. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Saquon Barkley.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
13.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike, 56. Kill. 56. Switch it. Hey. Then we're going to 53. Check.
Prescott to throw it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's Watson on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that will write a finish to this ball game.